when you're doing this, you really want to take the roof off. If you really could have exactly what you want, that's what you write down. So today, how to manifest your dream relationship. So with any vision, you need your paper, pen, open heart, open mind. So first thing we're going to do is draw a heart on our paper. Remember, this is because we grew up in a family system and a culture that gave us a lot of ideas, and this is a reminder to really be sourcing from our truth, our heart, our soul. If you're not, if you watched a movie and you got excited about a relationship, and it's not actually true for you, it's not going to come true. So when you're writing out your vision, it's got to be 100% coming from your heart, from you, authentically. So we always write our title of the vision inside the heart. So I'm just going to write dream relationship. You can come up with any title you want, whatever works best for you. So again, just to go over the principles of this visioning practice, you always want to be speaking in positive present tense, right? So that's something like, my relationship is super awesome. My partner and I have amazing conversations. I'm super attracted to my partner. Everything's in positive present tense. If negative stuff comes up, that's fine. You can always flip it. So it's like, I don't want someone who chews with their mouth open, or something like, whatever it is. And so you can always flip it like, my partner has really polite mannerisms and really respects me. Or, if it's something like, I don't want my partner to snore, it's like, my partner and I sleep amazingly well together, and I always get a great night of sleep sleeping next to my partner. So you always can flip a negative. It's information about what you do want, so that's something to keep in mind. The other one is getting as specific as you can is great. So it's like, oh, they're 6'3", and oh, they're this and that, and whatever it is. They like this kind of music or whatever. Like those specifics are great, but don't get stuck on them. The real point is how it all feels. When you really look deep into manifestation work, it's really about getting to the feeling level. So, for example, the whole 6'3" thing, like if you get stuck on that, you might miss your dream partner, because when you think about being with someone who's 6'3", it's like, how does that make you feel? It may make you feel safe or proud or whatever, just as an example. But what happens is if you're just focusing on 6'3", you might get someone who's 6'3", but is a total, a-hole, and who's definitely not the right person. And you might miss the person who is 5'9" or 6'1" or whatever, and that's actually the right person for you. And so again, specifics are fine, but you need to ask yourself every time you have something specific, like that, they like to go on hikes outside. It's like, if your partner and you got to go on hikes outside together, how would that make you feel? Maybe it'd make you feel connected, adventurous, like camaraderie, or whatever it is. That's the more important thing. You always want to get down to the feeling level, no matter what. So you're going to write out as much as you can, and when you're doing this, you really want to take the roof off. If you really could have exactly what you want, that's what you write down. And again, no matter what you say, how does it make you feel? And then at the very end, once you write everything out, you want to read it back to yourself. So you can pause this video as you need to do this. But you're going to write it all out, positive present tense. When you have specifics, make sure you get down to the feeling level. And then you're going to read the whole thing out loud, and then you're going to say, if that was real, if that was true, that it was, this person was in my life, how would that make me feel? And that's kind of the big feeling that encapsulates the whole vision. And then once you do that, you're going to go back through. So normally you would have lots of sentences throughout, but there would still be a few spots here and there that are open. And so you need to go back and write one-word qualities to fill in those spaces as kind of an exclamation mark to the vision, to kind of like supercharge it. So you kind of look for themes, like what have you always said a bunch? So maybe a quality for a dream relationship would be love, kindness, connection, gratitude, reciprocity, respect, fun, intimacy, any of these one-word qualities that kind of reinforce the vision, and you fill in any spaces with those one-word qualities. Then you have your vision. And I did this for my wife. I've done this with several people who are now married, people who have found what they call their soulmates. So reach out if you'd like support doing it. I do these for people. You can look in the description, thetvp.com. But I basically just gave it to you, so you can also just go for it. Again, just feel into it. Make sure it's coming from your heart, not from your parents, not from the culture, not from an advertisement, not from a movie. It needs to come from you, right? It needs to be positive present tense. And it needs to be really at the feeling level. So you can have specifics, but don't get attached to those. Always bring it down to the feeling level. Read it all back to yourself. How does that make you feel? If the whole vision was true, fill in the empty spaces with one-word qualities and see what happens in the next weeks and months. Hope that helps, and see you in the next one. Thanks.